once again, yes and forever, here I am and always to deliver. Yes, so here we go, and I'm going to actually do this one about like one of my own personal experiences here, and this dates back some years ago to whenever I was actually working at You Piss Me Off, and so this day here. Uh, all right, so it was a brick and mortar type of place. Had to work in the place, and all that. Like I was fairly gothy, but I was sort of like sedentary gothy, like very like just black pants only, black shirt, and all that shite. And I had been working there for like about 9 months, and I was really gunning for a promotion. So anyhow, there was one lady there that totally hated my guts, and basically they had like a couple rules. Well, one of them was like you can't show nipples, can't show navel, can't show other private parts or anything like that. And it wasn't like I was trying to do that or anything like that. It was just that she actually caught me like a couple of times wearing like basically like a little bit of a short shirt and such, and like she's like belly button, belly button, belly button, and like she got me reported, and like I had one strike against me. So I'd always there wanted to end up becoming like a quality analyst, the same position I actually hold currently, and anyways. I was getting quite frustrated with the job there, and then it came down to one day where actually, excuse me, let's see, like they started hiring and whatnot for that position, and I applied, and and I was good in the running. And one thing I knew was that with two write-ups, you couldn't possibly go up the ladder or anything, and so it came down to one day where afterward, later anyway, second one day, I guess, and they were about ready to actually pick people for the interviews, and I was among the candidates. Super excited as I was, I came in that one day, and that same woman ends up like saying, "I saw your belly button. I saw your belly button." And she reports me, and like I'm due to get my second ride up, and so basically I'm pissed the fuck off, and so anyways, I asked to speak to someone in management about the shit, and so anyway, I get into that a room with like one of the higher ups and say, hey, I mean, I didn't mean to do it or anything like that, I mean, like I've been trying to keep covered and everything here. I mean, like I was raising my hand and she saw my belly button. That's what freaking happened. And it's just like basically like barely like because that's how you fucking if you were needed a fucking question answer you were like hey hey, and so it just lifted just above my belly button, and she was like that, and I ended up saying that well I mean I really wanted a promotion, and this is going to interfere, and they end up saying, or the guy ended up saying that well, she said you ended up doing it, so you did it. And I was like, dude, really? Like, I've been working like hard as fuck for you folks for like 9 to 10 months now, and all that. Like, I'm qualified enough for this position. And and he was like, well, I can't help it. And I ended up saying, really, you can't? Are you sure about that? And he says, yeah, I'm for certain. And I said, are you sure you don't want to really take some time to consider that? And he said, why would I? Well, it's, I mean, cause and effect here. I mean, one one choice leads to another here, and so you might end up saying that like I'm disqualified for the position, and I might say yay, that's fine and whatnot, and I might say like also too that you haven't seen nothing yet, and I end up saying you think I've come in here like freaked out beforehand. You think I've tested the boundaries. You think I've like put things to the limit. Oh, I have not, my good sir. And he was like, is that a threat? And I was like, no, it's just cause and effect. One thing leads to another and all that. It's not, in no way is it a threat. It's only the natural course of actions of how, like, one thing leads to another, good sir. And he said, I'm sorry you feel that way. And I said, I'm sorry that it ends this way. And you'll see. And from there on, I actually started waking up 2 hours early to get, like, completely dressed up in all my regalia, all my makeup, chains galore, fishnets, skirts, everything, baby. And I walk in there and I was straight down the aisle in fishtail skirts while I was walking my runway, and people's eyes all started to stare. And I end up saying, this is what you get. And they looked on in horror. I got away with that for so long until day I decided to leave, and I cackled all the way. And again, may not have been as funny, but I hope it was amusing. And have a beautiful fucking night.